Castle Milk Stout has recently launched a Don't Fear Black, Savour It initiative, which is a celebration of richness, boldness, smoothness, taste and culture without limits. And as part of the initiative, the brand partnered with lead actors from The Wife, the Zulu Brothers, Wiseman Mncube, Kwenzokuhle Ngcobo, Thulane Shange, Sipho, Ndlovu and Mondli Makhoba to showcase the streetwear pieces created by Butan, a premium African streetwear brand that's inspired by African narratives, celebrating the continent's culture and heritage through means of fashion. To share more on the initiative, we're now joined by actors Kwenzokuhle Ngcobo, Thulane Shange and Castle Milk Stout brand manager Khensani Mkhombo. Very good morning to you three. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Morning, thank you for having us.
Now, good to have you on the show this morning. Khensani, I'm going to start with you. Now, the Zulu Brothers are modern traditionalists, personifying rich stories to tell. So why were these gentlemen the perfect individuals to give life to this initiative?
I mean, so as Castle Milk Stout, we started this campaign, to inspire Africans to rediscover their purpose and values in a modern world. And, we saw that the brothers are fitting. Everybody's kind of looking at them. But what's more important is they are traditionalists, they're black, they're excellent. And I think, they've got really good stories to tell about representing, the nation and black people and who we are.
Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier on, the beer brand Castle Milk Stout, is an epitome of smoothness, boldness, richness. So how are you hoping that these gentlemen, through this initiative, will bring life in terms of people, making people understand, what it really means to be a bold man and a smooth man, as it were?
I think, more than anything, having, sat with them, hearing their personal stories, I think, we obviously know that, their stories are of being brave, being smooth, particularly the characters on The Wife. I think, that everybody kind of thinks that's the real them. Yeah. But I think more than that, we also discovered that they're really brave. They've gone through certain things in their lives, that got them here, and I think, they've got amazing stories to tell, and they were the perfect people to represent the brand.
Yeah. Now, Thulane, she just said that you shared, your personal story with the brand. Just share with us your personal story, which, personified, or rather, which gave rise and life to your association with this initiative and campaign.
So, my personal story with the brand is that every time when you do something good or bad,
oh, yes.
Like inkunzi mnyama.
Yes.
And I was like, no, man. So this relates to my culture. This represents me. Noma kanjani, I need to be part of this. I have to be part of this to be able to stand my ground.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Bantu Bataba inspired kanjani, like, what is it that you're trying to bring out to people?
What I'm trying to bring out to people is that it's okay to be different. When you black, you look to be like you are inferior or you don't matter. But then with this campaign, what it shows good, it's okay to be different. When you black, you represent being bold, you represent being powerful, you represent inkunzi mnyama. You know inkunzi mnyama how it behaves, right? In a manga, and he has mela at all the time. So that's what I'm trying to put out there to the people.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think what he just said should also add on to the slogan and mantra of this campaign. It's okay to be different. I quite like what he said. It's okay to be different.
Definitely, and that's really what we're talking about, right? It's okay to be different. It's okay to be yourself.
Yeah.
Story.
Now, Apollo, but we know you as, a traditionalist. So how is your role different to the Makhoba that we know in person?
Bona wami ngicabanga ukuthi I-character from The Wife ihluke ngaleyo ndlela. Of course there are differences like excluding crime and all that, but in terms of embracing the culture, I do embrace the culture, and it was when I started meeting up with Khensani, it was an ancestral day. Where I got inspired about the campaign when so I was like, I want to be attached with those so because they speak to me as well.
Yes.
So, and also I like to inspire youth, make cooler, like uba black. It's you need to be brave, you need to be confident, and you need to be inspired as well. So
yeah. So personally, how do you fit or fit in with this campaign and its objectives?
there's a time where I was varsity, just right after I finished. So I was going through a spiritual journey at that time. So Joy issues when I was talking to this is Khensani about the campaign of the ancestral day. So that's when I fell in love with the process as well. So ilanga qala khona ukuthi to be attached at that time, yeah.
You know, Khensani, the brand have found some insights, you know, which identify certain negative perceptions of being black or of being different. So how are you hoping that this campaign will change that narrative or that counter-narrative, as it were?
I mean, we started by doing some research, and you know, we also found that a lot of people, there's a negative connotation, right, to black, right? You think about, you know, black cats, you know, and funerals, you know, stoga black, and you know, there's just something that's, you know, negative and something that people, you know, fear. And we thought, you know, Milk Stout is also black, you know, as the, you know, it's the color of our liquid, and we thought, hey, why not, you know, make people fear black less, right? And I think the key to that was, you know, let's start our conversations about, you know, the things that we fear the most. So we started a series called Black Conversations, and it was a 4-part episode series, and we tackled different issues, you know, around fearing black, different issues around, you know, things that touch us as abantu abamnyama, that, you know, under normal circumstances we wouldn't express because we're afraid.
Okay.
So that's what we did as a brand. We like tackle it head on and, you know, speak about it so that it's not something you should fear.
All right. Khensani, Thulane, and Kwenzokuhle, keep pushing the brand. Thank you so much for joining us, and continue giving life to this initiative, because it's what we need as a society.
Thank you so much.
Great chatting to you. Thank you. We just spoke to actors Kwenzokuhle Ngcobo, Thulane Shange, and Castle Milk Stout brand manager Khensani Mkhombo on the Castle Milk Stout's Don't Fear Black, Savour It campaign.